No, how old would you guess I am?
You are just 25, 26.
Okay. That's good. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm a lot younger than that.
My name is Jaswant Yadav. I'm from India.
Jeshwant, am I saying your name correctly?
Yeah, Jaswant. Yeah.
It's nice to meet you. Yes.
Nice. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thank you. You said you're from India.
From India.
Okay, great. Yes. I'm from the United States, and currently I live in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, well, it's great to meet you. How long have you been on Cambly?
To be honest, I have been using Cambly for 3 months. And
3 months.
before 1 years I used to, but not too much.
Okay, so you've been using it for about 3 months so far?
Yeah, 3 months.
Okay. Yes, great. So how do you like it so far?
Yeah, I'm improving day by day.
Yes, good. Yeah, I've been on Cambly for about 4 months myself,
4
or a
months.
little over 4 months. Yeah, since March 2nd of this year. So yeah, I'm pretty new to Cambly myself. So yes, great. So and why did you start learning English?
Yeah, just because I'm very crazy about learning English and I'm having job as a software engineer. So that's the another reason to learn English.
Yes. Okay. You said you're kind of like crazy about English and also your job because of your
Yeah,
job.
yeah,
Okay.
right.
Okay. So what do you do for work?
Yeah, I have already told I'm having job as a software engineer.
Software engineer. Okay. All right. Great. And so how do you like your job?
Yeah, I like too much because that's why I'm having job as a software engineer. I have too much interest related to technology, related to programming. So that's why I'm having job as a software engineer. So
Okay.
nowadays due to pandemic, I'm having job like work from home.
Okay. So you said nowadays because of the pandemic, and I'm sorry I didn't catch the last part.
Yeah. I was saying because of pandemic, because of COVID. So nowadays I'm having job as a work from home.
Okay. Yeah. So, and what do you enjoy so much about? You said you really like electrical engineering and electrical programming.
Not electrical. I'm having job software engineer.
Yeah, I know you said software engineer, but you said something about electrical.
No.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. The thing is, your voice is a little bit muffled. That's why I must have misunderstood you. Sorry about that. So what do you really enjoy most about your job? Like, what would you say is your favorite thing about your job?
Favorite thing is actually I have a job like related to coding, programming. So using and learning new technology. So that is the interesting thing because every day technology is upgrading and technology field is upgrading. So learning new technology is one kind of challenging thing. So it's very interesting for me.
Okay.
Because
go
I'm
ahead.
very curious about learning anything.
Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, so you're really like kind of interested in technology.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You must be. I know that technology is kind of maybe a little bit of a more complicated thing. So you must be good with like technical things, I'm guessing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Is it ever challenging sometimes to like configure things, I guess?
Yeah, sometimes I face problem in terms of client meeting because of English, and my almost every client belong to western side like America, USA, Canada. So sometimes face problem in terms of understanding, accent understanding. So, but nowadays I have done lots of conversation over this application. So I'm very comfortable to understand any kind of accent.
I see. Yeah. Okay, that's great. So you're saying one of the biggest challenges you face is like you have a lot of clients from a many different places, English
Yeah,
speaking countries. So it's
yeah,
kind of
exactly.
so the accents can kind of be hard for you to understand.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I can understand that because I've worked in food service before. Even though I'm a native speaker myself, I still have have trouble understanding people with really strong accents sometimes. Like,
Mhm.
because I live in North Carolina, and some people they have a very strong Southern accent, so it can be somewhat hard to understand if you don't listen closely sometimes. But I think I've
Yeah,
probably kind of developed the ability to understand accents over time.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So I would like
Yeah.
to know, I have a little bit curiosity, what kind of accent you are speaking, because you are speaking very well and I'm able to understand every sentence.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Well, I have a standard American accent actually.
Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of so I've had people ask me that, but
Mhm.
I'm just kind of speaking with I guess a standard American accent because I'm actually not from North Carolina, even though I live here. I'm from
Mhm.
up north in from the state of North Carolina. I mean, not North
Mhm.
Carolina. I meant to say New Hampshire. I'm from New Hampshire,
Okay.
but
So
I live in North Carolina.
so in your side, in your location where you are living, so
Mhm.
most of people speak like you.
Not most people don't really. Most people here, a lot of people here have an accent, like a Southern accent, like in North Carolina. But where I'm from, New Hampshire, they have I guess somewhat of a standard, like kind of neutral accent.
Mhm.
But some people, they like my relatives, they have kind of I guess you can tell they're from New Hampshire because they have a little something in their voice that kind of makes it sound distinct to New Hampshire. But I guess yeah, a lot of people from New Hampshire they have kind of a well, they do
Mhm.
have. I guess it varies from person to person. Some people have more of an accent, but it's more I guess maybe closer to something you would hear from New York, maybe,
Okay.
but not
So
quite.
so I would like to know how many experience you have in teaching field, like English training.
Oh, okay. How much teaching experience do I have?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, to be honest, actually, besides Cambly, I have never had another teaching job.
Mhm.
This is my first time teaching,
Mhm.
but I did get a TESOL certificate teaching English as a second language
Mhm.
online. So in that case, I have some, training. But besides that, this is my first official like teaching job. So it was kind of new territory for me, I guess. But before this, I worked in food service.
Okay, that's a good.
Yeah.
So, what do you feel? Are you enjoying your job like over Colombia? What do you feel?
Mm. On Cambly, am I enjoying myself?
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say yes. It's been I guess I think a growing experience for me. When I first started out, I was probably a little bit wondering. I wasn't really sure how the platform worked. I guess because I was still kind of getting my bearings, but I mean, it's been enjoyable. I've met a lot of different people. It's kind of funny because sometimes I find out so much about people's countries that I feel like I ask people about that live in that country, and they're like, I didn't know about that, like from Brazil or something. It's kind of funny, but
So,
yeah. Mhm.
so what was your experience with Indian guys in my
In
country?
where? In
Indian,
India.
yeah.
Yeah, well, it's been good. Yeah, I've talked with a number of students from
Mhm.
India. I found out like about I guess some of the well, I found out a lot of like people have told me about the food, some of the
Mhm.
holidays. It's been yeah, I think interesting. I think India is a very diverse place. I know it's
Yeah,
really it's huge. It's a huge country. Isn't it the third largest in the world?
yeah, yeah, exactly. India is
Yeah.
very huge in terms of population and area.
I think it's an interesting place. I mean, yeah, I've read about it. I think, yeah, when I was in school, I think history was one of my favorite subjects, probably
Oh
because
my,
I enjoyed learning about different places. But it's kind of funny because I'm not that great with. I mean, I'm okay with geography, I guess, but sometimes people say where they're from, and I'm like, where is that exactly?
Literally, your favorite subject is history. Actually,
It was, yeah. I found that
okay.
interesting, like world history and cultures, and I
Mhm.
like ancient history. I liked that. It was interesting, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, history subject is very, very common.
yeah. You said it's very important.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah, because there's a saying: if you don't learn history, you're bound to repeat it. And also, it helps you. It helps you, I think, understand like maybe why places are the way they are these days. Maybe like the way they've developed. It's like it's interesting. Yeah, I think Cambly is kind of like, I guess, at the same time it's like you're teaching, but at the same time I'm learning, like, a lot, I guess, about
Okay.
different places.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I would like to know, you are looking very young, and so apart from teaching, what do you do for a living?
You said I look young.
Yeah, you are looking very, very young.
Okay, so what was the question? What were you wondering? Okay,
Yeah,
so you wonder what I do,
yeah, exactly.
like in terms of like besides Cambly,
Yeah. Besides Cambridge,
for work, or like
for work.
for work.
Yeah, for work.
Oh, okay. So this is actually my full-time job right
It's
now.
your full time. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. It's my full-time job. I know. How old would you guess I am?
You are just 25, 26.
Okay. That's good that yeah. Well, actually, I'm a lot younger than that. I'm surprised you guessed 25, 26, because I'm actually 20.
You are 20-year-old. Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that comes as a surprise to some people, but I mean, at the same time, some people are like, oh, you look like you're 20, 22, 23, and I'm like, okay, that's great. Yeah. Some people, I think I'm younger. Like, I used to work when I was out working. Some people thought I was like 16, 18 years old. So I'm used to having people think I'm young, but wow. Okay. That's the first time. I mean, some people think I'm like 30, but yeah.
No.
Wow.
You
Okay.
don't like 30.
Okay. Yeah.
30,
So,
30 is.
okay. Well, that's encouraging. Yeah. So, yeah, right now, this is my only job. As I said, I work Cambly full time, but as I said, I used to work in food service before this. I enjoyed that as well. I worked at a couple of restaurants, so that was an interesting, I guess, experience. An interesting experience. It somewhat stressful, I guess. Food service can be stressful, but I think every job has its challenges.
Yeah. So you want to grow in your teaching field
Yeah,
as an English teacher.
yes, I went to grow. I went to